My child, stop for a moment. Yes, you're the one listening to these words right now. Pause whatever you are doing and give me your attention for these next few moments. Because what I am about to speak into your life is not random, not accidental, and not something that can be ignored. I am calling you right now in this very moment because something significant is approaching your life. This is not a casual message that you can simply scroll past or listen to halfway. This is my voice reaching out to you again, perhaps for the final time before a major shift unfolds in your life. I know you have been busy, overwhelmed, and distracted by many things, but right now I ask you to quiet your heart and listen carefully. Within the next 72 hours, something massive is set in motion concerning your life. Something that has been forming quietly behind the scenes while you were unaware. I have been preparing this moment long before you even realized what was happening. But in order for you to recognize it and step into what I've prepared, you must listen now with your whole heart. Do not treat this moment lightly, because it carries a weight of purpose and urgency that cannot be repeated. My beloved child, understand that I do not interrupt people without reason. When I speak with urgency like this, it is because time matters. The next few days are not ordinary days. They carry decisions, encounters, and revelations that will shape the direction of your path. I know the plans I have for you, and I know the obstacles that stand in the way. I also see the opportunities that are about to appear before you. Opportunities that could open doors you have been praying about for a long time. But I must reach your heart before those moments arrive, because if you are distracted, fearful, or doubtful, you may not recognize what I am doing when it appears. This is why I am speaking now. This is why I am asking you to listen carefully and remain present in this moment. Something important is approaching, and you must be spiritually awake to see it. My child, this is not the first time I have tried to reach you. There have been moments in the past when you felt a small whisper in your spirit, a gentle nudge guiding you to pause, to reflect, or to take a different path. Your signs placed along your journey, subtle reminders, unexpected thoughts, conversations that stirred something deep inside you. At times you sensed that I was trying to tell you something, but life moved quickly, and those moments passed before you could fully understand them. Sometimes you doubted whether those signs truly came from me. Sometimes you dismissed them as coincidence. Other times you were simply too tired, too busy, or too overwhelmed to recognize what was happening. I do not say this to accuse you or make you feel guilty. I understand your struggles and the burdens you carry. I know how loud the world can become and how easily my quiet voice can be drowned out by fear, responsibilities, and constant noise. But now the moment has come when those gentle whispers must become a clear and urgent call. My beloved child, I have been patient with you because my love for you is endless. I have watched you walk through confusion and uncertainty. I have seen the nights when you wondered whether anyone truly understood your pain. I have seen the questions in your heart when things did not go the way you hoped. Through every moment of doubt and every season of waiting, I remained beside you, guiding you even when you did not realize it. And yet there were still times when you turned away from the signs I placed before you. Not because you rejected me intentionally, but because you did not yet understand their meaning. But now, the season of misunderstanding is coming to an end. The time for clear direction has arrived, and I need you to hear this message fully without turning away. Listen carefully to what I am telling you now, my child. If you ignore this message, if you walk away before you truly understand what I am saying, you may miss the breakthrough that has already been prepared for you. I do not say this to frighten you, but to awaken you. I have been arranging circumstances around you in ways you cannot yet see. Doors have been quietly positioned along your path. Answers to prayers you thought were forgotten are closer than you realized. But when those answers appear, you must be ready to recognize them. Too many people walk past their blessings because they are distracted by doubt, or because they assume nothing extraordinary could happen in their lives. I do not want that to happen to you. I am calling you now so that when the moment arrives, you recognize my hand moving in your life. My child, do not think for a moment that you arrived here by accident. This message appearing before you right now was arranged long before you were born. Before your first breath, before you took your first step, before you even knew my name, I already knew this moment would come. I saw the path your life would take, the challenges you would face, the questions you would ask, and the prayers you would whisper in the quiet places of your heart. And because I knew all of this, I also prepared moments like this one, moments when I would speak directly into your life to guide you back to the direction I have chosen for you. Nothing about this encounter is random. It is part of a design that stretches far beyond what your eyes can see. I planned this moment so that when you reach this point in your journey, you would hear my voice and remember that you are not alone. Comment, Lord, heal my broken places if you're trusting Him for restoration. You may be wondering why this message carries such urgency. You may feel curiosity, confusion, or even hesitation about what you are hearing. That is natural, my child. Whenever something important is about to happen, the heart often feels a mixture of anticipation and uncertainty. But I want you to understand something clearly. The next 3 days will play a role in shaping the direction of your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. Within these 72 hours, events will unfold, conversations will occur, and opportunities may appear that will require your awareness and faith. Some of these moments may seem small at first, but they carry deeper meaning than you realize. This is why I am preparing your heart now. If you listen carefully and remain open to my guidance, you will see the path I am placing before you. My beloved child, I invite you now to quiet the noise around you and focus on what I am saying. Set aside the distractions that normally fill your thoughts. Let go of the doubts that try to convince you this moment is unimportant. Instead, open your heart and allow these words to settle deeply within you. Over the next 3 days, pay attention to what happens around you. Notice the moments that stir your spirit. Listen carefully to the conversations and opportunities that appear unexpectedly. Seek my guidance in prayer and trust the peace that I place within your heart. I will be guiding you step by step, revealing what you need to know at the exact moment you need to know it. Remember this above all else, my child. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. And you are not walking through this life alone. I have been guiding your path from the very beginning, and I will continue to do so as you step into what lies ahead. The next 72 hours carry possibilities that could change more than you realize. Do not approach them with fear. Approach them with faith, awareness, and trust in the one who has always watched over you. So, stay with me now. Do not turn away from this message. Listen with your heart as well as your mind, because what I am revealing to you in this moment may be the key that unlocks the next chapter of your life. The time is closer than you think, and the direction of your journey is about to become clearer than ever before. My child, listen carefully, because this moment is not ordinary. The words you are hearing right now did not appear in your life by chance. I placed them before you deliberately, with purpose and intention, at this exact point in your journey. You may think you simply came across this message while scrolling, passing time, or searching for something to fill a quiet moment. But I tell you the truth, this is no coincidence. I arranged this moment long before you realized it was coming, before you opened this message, before your mind became aware of these words. I had already positioned this encounter in the path of your life. I knew the exact day, the exact hour, and even the state of your heart when you would hear these words. Nothing about this moment is accidental. It is a divine interruption placed in your life. Because I love you too deeply, to allow you to continue forward without hearing what I must say to you now. My beloved child, I know the pace of your life has become overwhelming. I see how your days are filled with responsibilities, obligations, and constant pressure. There are moments when you feel as though you are simply trying to keep up with everything around you, barely finding time to breathe, let alone pause and listen to the quiet voice of your spirit. The world around you is loud. It demands your attention from every direction: work, relationships, expectations, worries about the future, and regrets from the past. All of these things compete for space in your mind, and before you realize it, the day ends with your heart still searching for peace. I have watched you carry these burdens for a long time. I have seen the weight of your responsibilities pressing down on your thoughts. I have seen the confusion you sometimes feel when life does not unfold the way you hoped it would. And I understand how easily these pressures can distract you from hearing my voice. But my child, understand something important. Even in the midst of your busyness and confusion, I have never stopped speaking to you. There were moments when my voice came as a quiet whisper within your heart. Perhaps it was a sudden thought encouraging you to slow down and reconsider a decision. Perhaps it was a gentle sense of peace guiding you toward a different path than the one you originally planned. At times, it may have come through unexpected words from someone else, a message that stirred something deep inside you. I have spoken to you in many ways, often softly and patiently, because that is how my guidance usually comes. I do not force my way into your life. I invite you gently, respecting the freedom I placed within you. Yet there have also been moments when those whispers were missed, not because you intentionally ignored me, but because the noise of life was simply too loud. You were focused on solving problems, meeting expectations, and surviving difficult seasons. When your heart is burdened with worry or pain, it becomes harder to notice the subtle ways I communicate with you. I understand that, my child. I know how human hearts struggle when they feel overwhelmed. This is why I never condemned you in those moments passed unnoticed. Instead, I continued to guide you quietly, waiting patiently for the moment when your heart would be ready to hear me more clearly. Please support our channel. Our work is devoted to bringing happiness into your life and nurturing devotion to God. If you would like to show your support, you can donate through Super Thanks. But listen carefully now, because this moment is different. The message you are hearing right now is not another gentle whisper that can be easily overlooked. This is a call spoken with urgency, not because I am angry with you, but because something important is approaching in your life. When the time for a turning point draws near, my voice becomes clearer and stronger, so that my children will not miss the direction I am trying to give them. The moments ahead of you carry meaning and consequence, and I cannot remain silent when your path is about to reach such an important intersection. This is why I have interrupted your day. This is why these words have appeared before your eyes right now. My child, this is not the first time I have tried to reach you. There were earlier moments when you sensed something stirring inside your spirit. Moments when you felt a quiet prompting that seemed to come from somewhere deeper than your own thoughts. You may remember times when you suddenly felt the need to pause, reflect, or change direction. There may have been situations when you almost made a decision, but something inside you hesitated, as though a small voice was urging you to reconsider. Those were not random feelings. They were my gentle attempts to guide you away from unnecessary pain and toward the path I prepared for you. Sometimes you listened, and when you did, you felt a peace that reassured you that you were moving in the right direction. Other times you dismissed those impressions because they did not make sense in the moment. You may have thought they were simply your imagination or the result of overthinking. Yet even when those moments passed without recognition, I did not withdraw from you. I remained beside you, continuing to watch over your life, protecting you in ways you could not see, and guiding circumstances behind the scenes. You must understand something important about how I speak to my children. My voice rarely comes through noise and chaos. Most of the time, it arrives quietly, like a whisper carried on the wind. It comes through moments of stillness, through a sudden clarity that settles over your mind, through a sense of peace that leads you toward wisdom rather than fear. I often speak in ways that require attentiveness because true guidance grows stronger when a heart learns to listen carefully. But there are also moments in a person's life when the quiet whisper must become a clear call, when the direction of a soul is about to shift, when decisions are approaching that will influence the future in ways that cannot be easily reversed. I speak with urgency so that my children will not miss what is unfolding before them. That is the kind of moment you are standing in now. This message is not meant to blend into the background of your day. It is meant to capture your attention, waken your awareness, and remind you that I am still guiding your life, even when you cannot see the full picture. My beloved child, I want you to remember something that is easy to forget when life becomes difficult. You are not ordinary in my eyes. You were never an accident, never a random presence in this world. Long before you took your first breath, long before your name was spoken for the first time on this earth, I already knew you. I knew the sound of your voice, the shape of your heart, the questions you would ask, and the dreams that would one day rise within your spirit. Before the foundations of this world were laid, you were already known to me. Your existence was part of a design that stretches far beyond what human minds can fully understand. You are chosen, my child, not chosen because you are perfect, not chosen because you never struggle, but chosen because I placed purpose within you. I formed you with intention, giving you gifts, experiences, and a path that belongs uniquely to you. There are things you are meant to learn, people you are meant to influence, and moments you are meant to experience that no one else can fulfill in the same way. This is why I continue to guide you even when you wander or lose sight of your direction. My purpose for your life has not been forgotten, and it has not been canceled by the mistakes or confusion you may have experienced along the way. This divine interruption you are experiencing right now is part of that purpose. I am reminding you that you are seen, known, and guided. I am calling your attention back to the deeper path that exists beneath the distractions of daily life. You may feel uncertain about what lies ahead, and that is understandable. Human eyes can only see a small portion of the journey in front of them. But I see the entire path from the first step you ever took to the future that is still unfolding before you. And because I see what is ahead, I cannot allow you to move forward without hearing this message. You are approaching a moment in your life where awareness and faith will matter more than you realize. The choices you make, the opportunities you recognize, and the way you respond to what is about to unfold will shape the next chapter of your journey. That is why I have interrupted your day with these words. Do not see this interruption as a disturbance. See it as an invitation to pause, to listen, and to remember that your life is not guided by chance alone. I am still speaking. I am still guiding. And even now, in this very moment, I am drawing your attention back to me so that you will be ready for what is about to unfold. My beloved child, come closer and listen to the words I am speaking to your heart right now. There is something I must reveal to you with honesty and tenderness, because my heart has been reaching toward you for a long time. You may wonder why I am speaking with such urgency now, why this moment feels different from the quiet moments that came before. The reason is not anger, and it is not rejection. The reason is love, deep, patient, enduring love that has watched your journey carefully and refuses to give up on you. I have tried to guide you many times before this moment. I have sent whispers to your heart, placed signs along your path, and stirred thoughts within your spirit that were meant to lead you closer to the destiny I prepared for you. Yet, I have also watched as those moments passed by unnoticed. Not because you rejected me intentionally, but because the weight of life around you made it difficult for you to hear my voice clearly. My child, I have seen every burden you carry. I know the responsibilities that fill your days and the worries that follow you into the night. There have been times when you felt like you were simply trying to survive another day, pushing forward through exhaustion, disappointment, and unanswered questions. When your heart is overwhelmed like this, it becomes difficult to pause and listen to the quiet guidance that I offer. I understand that. I do not condemn you for those moments when you were too tired to listen, when the noise of the world was louder than the whisper of my spirit. I have watched you struggle to keep moving forward even when your strength felt weak, and I have remained beside you through every step of the journey. There were moments when I tried to guide you gently. I placed thoughts in your mind that urged you to reconsider certain paths. I stirred your heart to move away from situations that would bring you pain. I opened doors in front of you and closed others behind you so that you would be redirected toward what was better for your life. Sometimes you noticed those moments and followed the direction I placed before you. But other times you continued forward without realizing that I had been trying to guide you somewhere different. My beloved child, this did not make me turn away from you. It did not cause me to abandon my plans for your life. Instead, it caused my heart to reach for you even more. Type Jesus, take my fears if you're placing every worry in his hands. But there is another truth you must understand, one that is not always easy to recognize while you are living through the struggles of daily life. While I have been trying to guide you toward your purpose, there has also been another force working quietly to pull your attention away from it. The enemy has been watching your life carefully, not because you are weak, but because you carry a purpose that threatens the darkness. He knows that if you fully step into the path I prepared for you, you will become a source of light, strength, and transformation for others around you. Because of that, he has tried to distract you, confuse you, and burden your heart with worries that keep you focused on survival rather than destiny. The enemy rarely attacks openly at first. Instead, he works quietly through distractions. He fills your mind with doubts that make you question your worth. He brings situations into your life that drain your energy and keep you busy with problems that feel urgent but lead you away from what truly matters. He whispers lies that convince you that your past mistakes have already ruined the future I planned for you. Sometimes he makes you believe that you are too broken, too late, or too unworthy to be used for anything meaningful. These lies are designed to keep you from hearing my voice clearly and stepping into the purpose I placed inside you long ago. My child, I want you to hear this truth with absolute clarity right now. None of those lies are stronger than my love for you. None of your mistakes have surprised me. None of your struggles have erased the purpose I wrote into your life before you were born. I knew every moment you would experience long before you walked through it. I knew the decisions you would make, the seasons when you would feel strong, and the seasons when you would feel lost. Yet even with all of that knowledge, I still chose you. I still placed my purpose within you, because my plans for your life were never based on your perfection. They were based on my love and my grace. You may look back at certain moments in your past and feel regret. You may think about choices you wish you could change, words you wish you had not spoken, or opportunities you believe you missed forever. Your mind may tell you that if you had done things differently, your life would look completely different now. But listen carefully, my beloved child. My plans for your life are not so fragile that they can be destroyed by human mistakes. I am the one who restores what seems lost. I am the one who takes broken pieces and forms them into something beautiful. Even the moments you regret have not been wasted in my hands. I can use them to shape your wisdom, deepen your and strengthen your faith. Nothing you have done has disqualified you from my love. Nothing you have done has canceled the purpose I placed inside you. I do not measure you by the mistakes of your past. I see the heart that still longs for truth, the spirit that still seeks meaning, and the quiet hope that refuses to die within you even after difficult seasons. That hope did not appear by accident. It is a reflection of the purpose I placed inside your soul, a reminder that your story is not finished yet. My beloved child, I know that sometimes you feel unworthy of being chosen. You may compare yourself to others and believe they are stronger, wiser, or more faithful than you. You may wonder why I would continue to reach out to you when you feel so uncertain about yourself. But understand this, I do not choose people based on the standards of the world. I do not look for perfection or flawless performance. I look for hearts that are willing to listen even when they feel weak. I look for souls that still desire truth even after experiencing disappointment. You are still here, still searching, still listening. That alone shows that my spirit is still moving within you. The reason I am trying to reach you again now, perhaps for what feels like the final urgent call, is not because you have failed me. It is because the moment you are approaching carries significance for your life, and I want you to be ready for it. I do not want the distractions that once clouded your vision to keep you from recognizing what I am about to do. The enemy would prefer that you remain discouraged, focused on your past mistakes, and convinced that nothing meaningful can change. But I am calling you to lift your eyes beyond those lies and see what I have prepared ahead of you. You are still loved with the same love that existed when you first entered this world. That love has never weakened, never faded, and never been withdrawn. When you struggled, I was there. When you doubted yourself, I remained faithful. When you felt alone, I was still walking beside you, even if you could not see me clearly. My love for you is not conditional, and it is not fragile. It is constant, patient, and stronger than any failure you may remember. So, release the guilt you have been carrying in your heart. Let go of the belief that you must prove yourself worthy before I will guide you again. You are already my child, already known, already loved. And because you are loved, I am still reaching toward you now, calling you to listen carefully and prepare your heart for what is about to unfold in your life. My beloved child, come closer and listen to the tenderness in my voice, because there is something I want you to understand, that perhaps no one else has ever fully told you. I have seen the pain you carried when no one else noticed. I have watched the silent struggles you tried to hide behind your smile. There were moments when you appeared strong to the world, when people looked at you and assumed everything in your life was stable. But inside your heart there was a storm no one could see. You learned how to keep moving forward even when your spirit felt exhausted. You learned how to speak calmly even when your thoughts were filled with questions and fears. You carried burdens quietly because you did not want to trouble others with the depth of what you were feeling. But my child, even when the world could not see your pain, I saw it clearly. I was there during the nights when the noise of the day faded away and the silence around you became heavy. Those quiet hours revealed the weight inside your heart that you tried to hide during the daylight. I saw the moments when your thoughts returned to the disappointments you experienced, the conversations that left wounds in your spirit, and the memories that refused to fade away. There were nights when tears filled your eyes while the rest of the world slept peacefully, and you wondered if anyone truly understood what you were going through. You may have felt alone in those moments, but I was closer than you realized. Every tear that touched your face was seen by me. Every silence that escaped your heart was heard by me. Not a single moment of your pain passed unnoticed. My beloved child, there were times when you trusted people who promised to stand beside you, yet their actions later caused deep wounds in your spirit. You believed their words, you opened your heart, and you gave them a place in your life. But when betrayal arrived, it left a mark on your soul that was difficult to understand. You asked yourself why certain people changed, why loyalty sometimes turned into distance, and why kindness was not always returned with the same sincerity. Those moments of betrayal hurt you deeply because you did not expect them. You had chosen to trust, and when that trust was broken, it made you question many things about yourself and about others. I saw the confusion you felt during those times. I saw how your heart struggled to make sense of the situation. Part of you wanted to hold on to hope that things would change, while another part of you slowly realized that some people were not meant to walk with you forever. Those realizations were painful because they forced you to release relationships that once meant a great deal to you. Letting go is never easy for a heart that genuinely cares, and I watched you wrestle with that pain more than once. Even when you tried to appear calm and composed on the outside, I knew how deeply those experiences affected you. There were also moments when your pain was not caused by betrayal, but by silence from situations you hoped could turn out differently. You prayed about certain dreams, believing that the door would eventually open. You placed your hopes before me with sincerity, trusting that the answers would come. Yet time passed, and the outcomes you expected did not appear when you thought they would. In those moments, you began to wonder whether your prayers had been heard. You questioned whether I was truly listening, or whether your voice was lost among countless others calling out in the world. My beloved child, I want you to know something very clearly right now. Not a single prayer you spoke was ignored. Not one word that came from your heart disappeared into silence. I heard every request, every question, every whisper you offered to me in faith. Sometimes my answers did not appear in the form you expected, and sometimes the timing of those answers required patience that felt difficult to endure. But your prayers were never wasted. Each one reached me, and each one became part of the story I am still writing in your life. There were also moments when the weight of unanswered questions caused your faith to feel uncertain. You wondered why certain struggles lasted longer than you thought they should. You questioned whether you were strong enough to continue believing when the answer seemed distant. Those moments of doubt did not make you a failure in my eyes. They revealed the depth of your human heart, a heart that longs for understanding even while it continues to seek hope. I never rejected you during those moments of questioning. Instead, I stayed beside you, strengthening you quietly even when you felt weak. My beloved child, you must understand that I was present in every moment you survived. When your heart felt heavy with grief, I was there offering comfort even if you did not recognize it immediately. When your strength felt nearly gone, I was the quiet source of endurance that allowed you to continue moving forward. There were situations in your life where the outcome could have been far worse, yet you were protected in ways you did not notice at the time. My hand was guiding you even when the path felt uncertain. You may have believed that you were walking through those seasons alone, but that was never the truth. I was there in the stillness of your room when your thoughts felt overwhelming. I was there in the quiet moments when you asked questions that no one else heard. I was there when you gathered the courage to face another day despite the exhaustion in your spirit. Even when your faith felt fragile, my presence never left you. Every tear you cried was meaningful to me. Every prayer you spoke was precious to me. The world often measures pain by what can be seen on the surface, but I see the hidden wounds that no one else recognizes. I know the burdens you carried quietly, the worries you kept to yourself, and the sacrifices you made without expecting recognition. Those moments did not go unnoticed. They became part of the journey that shaped the strength and compassion inside you today. My beloved child, the pain you endured was never meaningless. Though it hurt deeply in the moment, it also formed within you a heart that understands the struggles of others. It shaped your ability to show kindness to people who feel broken, because you know what it is like to carry unseen wounds. Your experiences have given you a depth of empathy that cannot be taught through comfort alone. Even the difficult seasons have contributed to the person you are becoming. But listen carefully now, because I do not want you to remain trapped in the memory of those painful moments. I reveal these things not to reopen your wounds, but to remind you that you were never invisible during those seasons. You were seen, you were heard, and you were held by a love that never abandoned you. The tears you shed were not signs of weakness. They were expressions of a heart that cared deeply. a heart that continued to seek hope even while facing disappointment. My beloved child, I am speaking these words so that you will understand something important. The pain you experience does not define your future. The betrayals you endured do not determine your worth. The unanswered prayers you questioned do not mean your faith was misplaced. Every part of your journey has been seen, understood, and held within my care. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not alone in the story that continues to unfold before you. I have walked beside you through every tear, every question, and every moment of silent struggle. And even now, as you listen to these words, my presence remains with you, guiding you forward into the next chapter of your life. Say, Father, fill me with your fire if you want His Spirit to burn in you. And share this video.